Hello again. The internet here is somewhat goes in and out. And again, continuing with what was going on before, an opening for peace, love, and compassion. As a sitting, as simply sitting here and offering this space. For those who may be returning, I think I explained this in the description. And see how long this lasts for now. If it goes out again, the internet connection, I'll finish and try it again a little later. There are many people, it's college town, staying in an area where there's a lot of college students. I believe that has an effect on the internet here. So, as this offering, and as people join this offering, it is an opening space for peace, love, and compassion. And I welcome people to this live happening. Jorge and Dee, I see you joined and are able to realize the essence of self, who one is, through impersonal self-inquiry, and also to provide a compassionate ear for those who wish to express a situation that is causing suffering. And in the end, all situations take place in the mind. The way one perceives an event, whether or not one chooses to suffer or learn from the experience. And in doing so, knows experientially what forgiveness is. Without putting up with anything yet, without allowing it to fall into dormancy and then become embedded in the psyche, and then the psyche having its effects on the body. And to this gathering, I welcome Kevin. And in the description, I believe that it's self-explanatory that this is being recorded. Want to remind people that the internet connection here is little, it goes in and out, so it may be an interruption. And if there's one now, this is the second one. And the first one was after a short introduction, and this one is a little bit later. So if there's another one, I'm going to finish it and see if there's a better connection later on this evening. And this is a sitting to inquire and to experience simply, even if you only just saw a smile or heard the words love and peace for the first time today. I know people are at work today, and I don't know if your coworkers have even said the words peace or love or compassion, but to simply hear those words and to know that they have a life force behind them that's positive. that's provided here. It's provided here in this room, and it's provided in everyone's heart. That you can always access peace and love and compassion because it's inherent in the life force, the force that provides life itself. One must be at peace to offer such a blessed gift. One must be at peace to offer such a blessed gift of love. Contemplate. To offer a gift, as I'm beginning to say this, is there such a thing as a gift of hate? Is there? All gifts are gifts of love, and if life is a gift, it's a gift of love. And if it's a gift of love, it must come from a peaceful place. If life were a gift given from a hateful place, then we would explode upon birth and be instantly destroyed. Yet we are given the opportunity to flow with the flow of the universe, to learn, to journey, to go, to love, to experience, to be an experience, a process, a loving, peaceful process, regenerating itself over and over and over in order to remain within the consciousness that knows itself as love. Love only knows itself as love, pure love. And it's known experientially once the mind quiets and becomes still, and the past ceases to be perceived as past, with all its sufferings, all its sorrows, all its experiences, and the future ceases to be perceived with its anxieties, expectations, wants for outcomes, etc., etc. And we are brought to this present moment with the appreciation of all the beauty that is happening right now. Before there was the cutoff, there was a sharing of how contemplating all the specific things that are providing this harmonious single event, the balance that is creating a human body, the heart to beat, the lungs to breathe, the balance that is creating this to stay intact, creating it, the things that are creating the galaxy, the sun, the planet, all of these things are harmonious in such a way that there's beauty in that. And I welcome Beth to this experience, this gathering, this sitting, in order to hear the words of love and peace and to experience that. Most likely for the first time today, and also in one's own life in general, so that it can be experienced, and once experienced, known, and then passed on to anyone or anything that comes within the vicinity or proximity of that which has known these things or knows these things and keeps and abides in that place of peace and love. It's like a flower. You see the flower first, and then there's an attraction to it. When the closer you get, the more details of it, and then even when you get even closer, you can smell the fragrance of the flower, and that's an additional piece of beauty. Or there's some flowers that smell. There's the one that comes out each year, or that has this pungent smell. Yet, looking forward to a flower blooming, or just watching the sunrise, the twilight of the sun, you know that something good is coming. There's a light that's coming. There's a warmth that's coming. At a subtle level, there's the electromagnetic force that is providing life to this earth. And all those things are harmonious, and all those things bring beauty. And each individual in their own heart can do that for themselves at any given moment, whether it be through self-compassion or compassion for others. When that is realized, when the unity is realized, and the separation between self and others ceases to exist, that is a magical moment. It is a magical moment. It is this moment. Because there is only this moment. Nothing more to ask for, nothing more that's needed in such a state and perception of wholeness and perfection, and realizing that and seeing it and allowing it to flow into every thought, word, and deed, and every gesture, in every interaction, in every smile, and every time eye contact is made. In the way that we eat, in the way that we treat others, in the way that we respect animals, plants, the planet, all of those things. And it's possible. Many times people often ask, well, how? There's so much of this and there's so much of that. Remain, abide in that place, and that light has an effect upon the outside world, thinking in dualistic sense, or relaying this in a dualistic sense. When the unity is realized, and it's without distinction. Even the concept of separation, it falls away. Because it's an illusion. It's similar to the attempt of shooting arrows at a ghost, shooting fear at a ghost, shooting doubt at a ghost that doesn't exist. And then hearing the echoes of the memories of the ghost through past experiences of suffering or future experiences of anxiety, and the compassion embraces that and allows for the illusion to be seen and to dissolve, because it's an illusion, and to remain established in the peace and the love through that compassionate experience, to realize essence as love, the essence of all things. In unity, there's no distinction. There is no distinction in unity. All creations become one perfect complex, no less or no more, simply happening simultaneously and spontaneously from the energy arising from an infinite emptiness. And again, the newness of this gathering is for the alleviation of suffering. So again, similar to the sitting at the Compassion Earth Bench that is at the corner of 3rd and C in Davis, California. I would spend time there simply sitting. And as people sat, if the conversation needed to go to a place of suffering, there would be a compassionate ear offered and any wisdom offered if desired. Sometimes it would simply be sitting there, saying hello, someone sitting down, listening, and ending, and then saying goodbye. And sometimes that's all that's needed in order for the current, that venting, that channel to clear itself of any smudge and be free and liberated of that energy that may be clogging the free flow of liberation and pure freedom of the mind, where suffering resides. One can ask, in this specific present moment, wherever you're watching, sitting in a chair, are you actually suffering without thought that's connected to a feeling or emotion that's suffering? And then gratitude comes into play, realizing that the miracle allows this gift of simply sitting in a chair and being present, sitting in a chair. All the things that are happening that are gifts that are given from a peaceful, loving place that holds this moment in time or out of time, that holds this moment of now, this timeless moment, that holds it together and allows the word here to exist. It is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. I'm grateful for those who are present here in this gathering. grateful. It would be a beautiful thing for this to be done in person. And it will one day. It's in the works. It's been done, and it's the part of the lifelong endeavor. This is in addition to what's been done. I'm looking at all the people who have come and gone from this gathering, and I am thinking it'd be great to sit down with everyone that I've seen that is watching and just be able to see everyone's smile. To see everyone smiling in person rather than through a video screen. There's an additional energetic resonance, the electromagnetic field that is shared in group gatherings physically. Yet, people say that there is a mirroring effect that happens similar to that, which a virtual mirroring that is similar to the physical world mirroring that happens. That's another reason in doing these as well. There's something gained through seeing a smile and hearing this voice and hearing these words of love, these words of peace, and these words of compassion. And that's a gift that's given, that's received first, and it's offered. That is the channel, the reception and the offering, the reception and the offering. Healing takes place in stillness. when the mind is still, when the body is still, there's healing. The stillness is the gateway to alleviating suffering. To recognize that the suffering is connected to a thought. In the same way that even at the physical level, that the suffering is connected to a spot in the body. And you must be still in order to examine and investigate that spot. There's no operating room where you can run around the operating room and the physicians are chasing you and healing you. It just you must be still and look into the body in order to find out what the disease is or the ailment and alleviate it. The same with the mind. It must be still and investigated. And what is it in the mind that one is attentive toward, and to bring it into the light, and then to do what is needed to heal that suffering. That's stillness. That's the necessity of stillness and suffering. And the silence helps, because silence is the absence of distraction or deviation from the actual tool or element that is needed, which ultimately is love. Love is the ultimate tool to alleviate suffering. The beauty is that we all inherently possess that tool within our own healed hearts, our own perfect, complete heart, pure heart. I welcome Jim to this gathering. And again, it's an opening for all. An open table for all to eat. A little bit of love, a little bit of compassion here sprinkled with some joy. To inquire through impersonal questions, and also for those that that is a personal inquiry, a request, personal request, and the presence here is for impersonal requests. I thank you for that. And it's also to alleviate suffering. This is a sacred space. This is a sacred space. A sacred space. as a reminder, the internet connection here goes on and off sometimes. And if it goes off once again, then I'll finish and continue this later this evening, possibly. And continue doing these amongst and intertwined with life. Simply the opportunity of sitting and being here and being now and present, and as an offering for those who wish to receive the channeled wisdom, channeled love, channeled peace. May we all hold this space as sacred. This space here and this space here. Space. Everything is sacred. Every human being is sacred. Every animal, every plant is sacred. With the impossibility of even thinking of doing anything harm. Because the miracle is seen in everything. The harmony is seen in everyone and everything. Looking past the veil of fear, manifested through hate, animosity, resentment, perceiving past those clouds to the pure essence of love at the heart of all things. An offering of peace, love, and compassion. Being available as peace, as it is in the heart. Being available as love, as it is in one's heart. Within the infinite possibilities that the infinite offers, energetically, through right action, appropriate at any given moment of suffering. Constantly available. Unconditional love. Liberating love. Love for all, without attachment. Attached love is bonded love. Detached love is liberating. Unconditional love is liberating. Simple things, simple things, simple. Experienced in a smile or kind words, loving thoughts, loving actions. Without grasping or needing expectations or outcomes, simply offering love and compassion and peace. Which shines brightly more than gold. Smells even sweeter than frankincense. More beautiful than myrrh. Anything or far exceeding anything any king can offer. That unconditional love. Mm. With that, I say thank you. Thank you. Mm. I will finish this and it will be posted. And may whoever or whomever comes across this know that there is an inherent peace and an inherent love within you.